howdy, how are we doing? I am the Damn Cat, and I welcome you to my humble little stream. We are not quite yet back in our normal cat show programming. We're still working out one little kink that we uncovered over the weekend. And we're just mainly wanting to see, we did get a replacement power cable for our monitor. That was, I believe, the source of my little screen flickering issue I had going on. And so far it seems to be fine, but this is going to be the real test of it. Rachel will spend the next few hours creating a few liveries and just keeping an eye on the monitor so that way I can make sure it ain't flickering at me no more. Let's grow, yeah man, yeah Rick, we gonna grow, that's what we're trying to do. Alright, so we'll try to make 3 liveries tonight. We're gonna do Mazda 3 to start off with, and I think we'll try to do an AMG and I don't want that. AMG and Lambo livery. Yeah, that's the one we want to do. Alright, so last time we did the RX Vision, and we just did what I call like my usual I don't even have a name for it. It's basically a traditional style classic livery, basically. We're going to try to go a different direction with this one. Not sure yet what we're going to do yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. As always, we're going to do a black base. Actually, actually, it's better if we go ahead and sort the wheels that we want to use now, rather than do the livery first, then the wheels. Let's go ahead and get the right wheels on here. We're gonna want I think these work wheels will do perfectly. Now let's make our livery. And yes, I'm also playing around with another camera position. I reorganized this room Sunday since I had nothing better to do, and so now I'm trying to work out also if I'm going to have the camera, where is the darn thing going to be? I'm not liking it being where it's at right now. It just feels too I don't really know what the word to describe it is, but I don't like it. So it's probably not going to stay there. Even though it makes sense there because it'll allow for a consistent position for the camera instead of it being slightly off like it was before. Because before it was on top of my stream monitor, where I basically had it next to me over here, where I was able to monitor the stream and the chats that I had up. I no longer have that with this room setup. I'll have to show it later. The room was very claustrophobic. I have gotten rid of the table that was right here beside me. Well, I haven't gotten rid of it. I still have the table. It's just not in here. It's now out in the main room. I'm gonna basically use it as a dining table. Make the main room claustrophobic, I guess. But yeah, this room is a lot more open. I don't feel so cramped in here like I had been before. So, but that means I now only have the one monitor for my PC set up, and it's right over there. It's right next to the TV that I'm playing the game on. So, but it's blown up enough to where I can read the chat if I need to with my one good eye. Alright, let me stop distracting myself and actually get to this livery. So, while I was gabbing, I should have been thinking what I'm actually going to do with this car. Alright, so let's actually examine the thing. So having it jet black does mask a lot of the lines. That means that we're gonna have to accent the lines with this car with some trim like decals, I think. So I think we're gonna go very simple on this one. It's kind of my motif. Keep it simple, stupid. Alright, so I mean, actually we want to go to you know what? Yeah, well, we'll do these with decals because I think we're gonna want to keep part of the back as black. Yeah, kids. Depending on who you two talk to, it's either keep it stupid simple or keep it simple stupid. I tend to go with the latter. all right, yeah. Yep, we're gonna want this part, I think, to be nice and green. We're gonna link it up like that. We want it to just be that little lip around that little bit right there. That's all of it that we're going to want green here. I screwed up. Now. I do the same thing over here. Let's make sure it doesn't spill over anything over here. Good. Yeah, we gotta keep things nice and simple. Makes it keeping things nice and simple makes it easy to remember what we're doing, and there's fewer details to get lost in. All right, the Mazda emblem we're gonna want to be just gonna approximate kind of a metallic color. It's still gonna be a decal, but I wanna approximate kind of a silver color. I can find it. I get silver. Yeah, white's not the right color. We don't want it to be green. So I think what we'll do, actually, to achieve this, to other... Oh, it's not... Oh no, okay, that's not what we wanted to do. Yeah, I like how it doesn't affect that. Alright, so do the color that I want to do. We're going to have to do it the way I was... Wait, I got the wrong thing. Yep, no, I want other. See if... Do I actually have a metallic Mazda decal? Or metallic any kind of decal that I could squeeze in there. Nope, not there. Maybe in real logos. This is something I would have done before, I think. Don't want black, okay. Collection maybe? Either that or I don't have one saved anywhere. In which case we're gonna have to look one up. Oh, I have a metallic Toyota one, not Mazda. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can find one. First, we'll actually look for one that's a proper Mazda shape. Don't want why kind of like I want. Ooh, this is close to what we want. Oh, now we gotta get the color and position exactly right. It's almost convincing enough. Ah, George, I think that'll do. That accomplishes exactly what we want. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the same thing in the rear. Yep, gotta do the same thing in the rear. Oh no, I gotta find it again. Alright, we'll find it and save it this time. Or was it that? It was down here. But no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Oh. Beautiful. Alright, yeah, the rear we're going to keep black. I think, this window trim up here we actually will do. These little details that we want to make a little green. Get that nice little stand out right there, a little bit of green. Alright. Let's see here. What else are we gonna do this thing? We got some lines we actually need to start looking into the body lines here. We're gonna start with the hood, because that'll kind of clue me in on how I wanna go about this. So I need to accent that little line that's going right there on the side there. It would almost be easier to do this if I had it white to begin with, so I can better see the line that I'm trying to follow. But yeah, we could. We'll make it work. Right there. That's how we're gonna want it. Okay. Just go with a little. This shrink it down a little. Rotate and extend. A little bit more. Extend a little bit more. I don't think I have the line quite right. Oh, that's pretty good though. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. Now to the body. Now I gotta get that exact same line again. Oh, I hate doing this part. I need it where this looks like it's dead on. Yeah, our angle's a little off. That looks closer. It's close. It's really close. It's not exact, but it doesn't really need to be. It just needs to look good enough, close enough. That looks close enough in my eyes. It's not perfect, but it doesn't really need to be either. Alright, we're going to do this again. Now we just want going here, and it just needs to kind of dive into, with the right angle, of course. Nope, the angles are wrong. Damn it! Wrong button. Angle still looks wrong. Thickness is a little off. Alright. I think we could work with that. Thickness is still a bit off, but can't let perfect get in the way of good enough, right? Except I want to let perfect get in the way of good enough. Alright. Now what we need here, go back to the left side. Left side! Now what we need is actually kind of to start spreading out a little bit here. So that way, I think what we'll use for this, I think we'll use this shape here to do this. Oh, I gotta remember which way these needs to go. Nope. We need, other way. Other way. There we go. Kind of get to start fanning out a little bit from there, from the bonnet. And then our line kind of follows here. Now, the question is, do we want it to just be that and then just keep it there? I think so. But we now have the rear fender flares that we need to do something with. Kind of need to call them out a little bit. I don't want to follow that little metal seam that's barely visible going along over here. Kind of want to follow that. Best way I think to do that is going to be, I'm going to keep this white to get everything right with it. Oh, I wish it was thinner. It's kind of the problem, the line's too thick. Yeah, we're not following very good at all. The problem is that's not a perfect arch shape. So I think actually maybe do a little kind of just patch it out like that. Kind of let it die off at the where you get to the rear quarter panel, where the rear bumper starts to come into play. Maybe let it die off there, because that's really where it's kind of losing that arch. Otherwise, I think we got it going pretty good. Mostly following it. Alright, let's see here, what else can we do here? I need to identify some way to incorporate purple, I think. Do I really want to do that? I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going to try it. That's how this works. Kind of get it to like this middle door line here. Kind of have it go all the way through like that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. So how about if we move the layer to where it's... That means we gotta change this color. Ooh. Ew. No. Yeah, that's not working out very well. But patches are now because of how we have this going as a gradient. So yeah, the patches are a little obvious now. So that means we gotta change their color, I think. Make them a slightly different shade of purple. And wouldn't you know, it wouldn't be that color. Okay. Nope. Ooh, that's so close. I mean, if you squint really hard, you'll notice it. So, but it will do. Yeah. Alright, it's close enough. But we can help out a little bit by... Oh no! Symmetrically, because we did skew. Alright. No. I think we can work with that. Smaller profile. It still stands out a little bit. But that's just the difficulty of working with gradients. It's that it's kind of difficult to color match, to patch over them when you need to color match. But again, from a distance, it looks good. Only when you're really up close and personal to it that you really can notice. Or at least I can, anyway. Alright. So far the monitor's in good shape. We're not flickering. Alright, I think this thing appears in other. Yep. Alright, let's come back to this. Just come to the top. Do a solid here. Oh, it stands out no matter, well, this actually probably would be better if I did try to copy the original, wrong one, gradient. And it doesn't look like it's splitting over, which is... no, it is. No! Okay. We want to limit the depth. Because I didn't want to copy over my silver Mazda decal I have right there. Kind of want that to stay that nice silver, metallic silver. Convincing enough metallic silver. All right. I am not liking the wheel archer idea. I am not liking it at all right now. With that purple gradient, yeah, the wheel arch is just no. It's a no-go. Yeah, we're not gonna. We're gonna drop that. See if there's any other way we can kind of accent them in some way. I do want to act. I think you kind of want to kind of call them out in a way, but that just wasn't the way to do it. Yeah, and I see that our no other again. It's not quite gonna color match right, but I think the difference in depth there probably also will make up for it, so we'll do it that way. Yeah, that depth difference there is helping it kinda. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do, by George. Okay, body. Kind of wish I could make like these little black trim there, kind of where the roof is meeting the door frame. Kind of want to wish I could do that green. Well, yeah, we're gonna do that anyway. But it's stuck at black, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Okay. Still want to do something with the wheel wells here. Why am I fixated on this? I don't know. I think that'll do. Well, moving on. Moving on. Let's get some of our usual suspects in terms of our decals. I want this here, which is not where I put it. I think that's about where I normally put it. Right by the rearview mirror. I need to actually I need to remake that so this one so that's kind of centered better. So I think, yeah, looking at the decal, it's skewed to it's biased to the right side, so that's what's causing that little spacing issue there. Actually, now I have it too far over. Right there. Yep, I might have been right the first time. Close enough. Alright, let's see, it's script 4. I think we're gonna kind of approach kind of in terms of our numbering, we're gonna kind of do like basically a standard, classic Turing inspired design. It would be cool if I could group these together. Group them together in the game. Ah! I forgot to hit the select button. We have that. We're going to do the same thing on the bonnet when I get around to it. Actually, you know what? No, other. I think right here is... Let's see how this works. This may not work. It's an idea, but it may not work. See how we like it. Kind of need to follow all the way along there. Got a nice little bit of... Oh yeah! I like that. I like that. Alright, now it's still looks a little on the empty side, I guess. Actually, let's go back to body. Oops. I don't know. I'm sure folks on the left. Alright, you know what? Skip. I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a couple of our obligatory either decal type decals. It's a little too close. We're going to put it right here, I think. Yeah, we're going to put them right here. Artemis and Luna. I have to have them somewhere on my liveries, and I always let them up front. Sometimes on the front fender here. Sometimes closer to the grill, like I have here. Sometimes I hide them inside that little, so those little air pockets. But here we'll just put them here, just outside the grill. Alright, we have that one out of the way, those out of the way. Let's actually put some, do I want to do real? Yeah, I want to do real. Let's do, I want to do kind of smallish. Hyper. Oh, okay. Let's kind of do that. We'll put this one on here. Now on the back like this. Wait. Do I have? See if I can find a similar one to what I just did, but with it on the other side. Do we have? With the Mazda Spirit logo on the other side. I don't think we want to have that, but we're going to look to be safe. This is actually the head decal we actually throw on here. We're gonna not. Don't think I can do that. Yep. Details. We're not gonna add it yet. I'm adding it. So I already know what I'm gonna. I already have an idea what I'm gonna do with it. See, what I want is like this, but the other side. Actually, I don't think it is. I kind of want to mirror it. That's why I want it on the other side. I want it mirrored. It may not. I may am just being what it is on the other side, but I want to look and see. I don't want to take too long doing this. Alright, we ate. We yelled. On the rear ring. So one we just, we actually will put that on the rear as well, I think. Rear. Rear, right side. Like that, perfect. Now I want my items. Okay, this one. Wrong color. There. I think that'll work. Alternatively, yeah, actually, I want to do this other way. Give it that kind of embossed look, basically. Yeah, I like that a lot more. In this case, I like that more. Sometimes I like the outline approach better, but this time I think that way works better. So, brain fart, what was I about to do? Oh, I think I remember what I was going to do now. I'll do that. Then I would do this corner over here. There. No. Now. Nope. We'll leave it just like that. Just a little Easter egg-ish thing. Alright, let's see, just like that. Alright, I think there is really only one more important decal to put on this car. No. It doesn't have to be big, it just needs to be... This is another one I need to actually create a mirrored version of this, so where gaming is on the other side. So that way... that works though. Oh, don't. What I'm gonna do, smooth this, bump this up a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if I want to keep those on there or not. We'll come back to it. Yeah, I may end up taking those off. Windshield banner is going to be... Oh. It got bumped. That's right, it got bumped to this page. Just like that. Okay, time to go to the bonnet. Time to... We're gonna want to angle it. I like that. I think. Shrink it down just a little bit. How's it going? How we doing? I am doing mighty fine. I hope you are doing well tonight. We're just creating a bunch of liveries tonight. Seeing how it rolls. Just making sure that our new setup isn't gonna crash on us. Alright, I kinda like that. Alright. Now what else are we gonna put on this thing? Are we gonna put anything else on here? It might be fine just like that. Alright, there's like one more one more decal we're gonna do. Oh, this one's, we did get into our favorites. There it is. Little standard fare with that one. Alright, rear wing. Just want that. No. One. I just. Is it up here? Is it here? I know I have thought I had just a plain old. Guess we're gonna go with the one we did. We did add it. Shrink it down. Give it a solid color. And lower depth. And angle because I don't want it bleeding through. Copy to the other side. Okay, magnifique. Alright. Top. We're getting to about the finishing touches of this one, I think. Favorites? Is this my favorites? There it is. This one will do align with surface. Let's make sure it's not bleeding through. Looks good. I like it. I like to where I can. Put the decals of my equipment. Alright, yeah, we'll do one more decal. I think this one might be ready to put a fork in it. Alright. And so far, my monitor has not flickered. This is good. This is good. Man, Counter 69. Yeah, that is a perfect number, man. After that, man, we have to go a long way because the next good number is 666. And then after that, it's going to be a long time for the next good number. Because the next good number after that one is 8,000, you know, it's 80,085. Ah. Yeah, once we get past 69, that's gonna be the next good number to get to. 666. And that'll be a push. Alright, I think well, if I do much more, I'm gonna overcomplicate it and it's gonna take away from the overarching theme of keeping it simple. Yeah, we don't. Alright, this one is going to be Mazda Speed 3 ED. Actually, I'm trying to think. Is this the first livery I've done for one of these? Let's look and see. Yeah, I think that's the first Mazda 3 livery I've done. Oh no! Oh, what? There's a V2. So where's V1? I gotta look at this one. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nope. I like this one. This is a lot cleaner, I think. Wait, there's a custom part? Oh, we can do custom wings? Nope, we're good. We ain't messing with them. Alright. Got that nice simple livery done. We're gonna do the same thing, at least in terms of being simple. For the A and G, I think. Or is there something I can do to run laps? Run a lap or two of this real quick. Kinda take a break from looking at the livery editor. See what we can do with this thing here. Do we have any group 4s? We have a group 4 race, alright. Partial brake balance, speed, alright, we want to do a time trial. Oh, we gotta be on hards. See if we can get a good lap time here. I don't even know what a good time for this is. We're just gonna give it a whirl and see what we get. That's early break. Ooh, we went wide. I don't like this track. It's not a good track to be showing us every off. Yeah, this is going to be the flow for tonight. To do the livery, then we go out and run a lap or two with it. Sub 2 minutes. Got a better turn in that time. So yeah, I think we just see if we do any better staying in 5th. Or do we bounce off the rev limiter? We did hit the rev limiter. Pushed wide. Cost us a lot of time. And we got a penalty. You actually set some brake balance, see if that helps. That was not a good lap. A smidge wide there. About a half-tenth, a little over half-tenth right now. Half a second, I should say. Ah, we tapped the wall. So we're going to be about a half second after previous lap. Cruising a lap. We'll do one more lap. What? How did we get a penalty? We did not go off the track. So that's what killed this lap. We might as well do one more. Because we can't really have only one good lap. That's just not right. Ah, we touched the wall again. Alright, last chance. See if we can keep this one up. We're about 3/10 up. See if we can keep it up. Alright, 57 0. We can work with that. We can work with that. And it was just a smidge off our optimum. I didn't even pay attention to what times I needed to be going for. Alright, there we go. That works. Alright. What did I do with my controller? Here it is. Alright. Alright, so next car on the list. I should have one lying around here somewhere. Should have a couple, you know what? Just to make it easy to find. I don't remember if it's it should be under Mercedes. No, it's not. It's gonna be under AMG. Okay. And I specifically want. We'll do this one. This one's seen better days. Alright, let's do the maintenance on this one first before we actually go into doing a new AMG livery. I'll start with that oil change. Don't really need to, but we're going to anyway because we're about to do an engine rebuild on it. Engine overhaul, which should include an oil change by default. It would in real life. Alright, let's do engine overhaul. And we're going to restore some body rigidity. Because this car has seen better days, I can promise you. Alright. Now we are going to move on over to the wheels. Just like before, we're going to set our wheels before we go to work on the livery. From the new design. Alright. Now let's actually, before we even go into that, we already know we're doing the livery banner. And for this one, I think we are going to do some stickers here. I just don't know what to do. Do we do Firestone? Do we do Dunlop? We'll do Firestones, because actually no we won't. No we won't. We'll come back to it. Alright, so we have the AMG. AMG is the shape that I would do the other style of livery, but it's kind of long in the front. If you know what I mean for that. Don't know how well that would work. think I know what I think I know what I want to try here. It probably ain't gonna work either, but we're gonna try it all the same. Helps if I do that. All right. No, I don't want to move the camera. I want to do that. I'll put it like right there. Maximize the angle, maximize the depth, because I do want it to go all the way across the car. Just like so, and we're going to make the back purple. Now we're going to do a similar thing. But we're going to come up front here. We're going to angle it this way. Just like so. We're going to maximize the angle. Maximize the depth. But we're going to go green from the front. Now body 2. This one we're really not going to know if we have the right positioning and all that until we do that. I think we got it pretty spot on here. Pretty darn close anyway. Yeah, like the lines in the other livery. If you ain't up close, you ain't gonna notice. Alright, so we have purple fading into black, fading into green. I like it. Now, yeah, this one, again, we're really going to keep it stupid simple here. We're not going to do much more to this one, actually, I don't think. We'll come to other real quick. To the front, we'll angle it down a little bit. We'll angle it kind of like that. Ooh, I don't want to. I don't know if I want to do that. Actually, we'll do surface alignment. No, wrong color. That color. We just want to make sure it's not bleeding over anything it's not supposed to. Looks good to me. Now that little extra arrow bit there, we will keep as black. Logos and pins will also keep that color. I think that will actually do the basic design here. Nothing really fancy, nothing complex here. Hardest part was just getting the bonnet to align with the rest of the body. I think we've got that. Now it's just a matter of putting some extra decal. Okay, we're on body. Good. Alright, let's find our number. Actually, before we put number, we're going to just have it blazing big here on the side. Now I want my number. Actually, I think we'll do content search. No, we won't. We'll do collection. I have it saved. Here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get the color I want for it. Size, and we'll do this one to surface. Just like so. And this one actually just come back a little bit. Right there, I think. Good enough. Good enough. Arr! As always. A little more conspicuous on this one. Artemis and Luna. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see, we have our number, we have team. What else do we need? I no longer can use the Lenovo because I no longer have the Lenovo. Died. Guess we'll go back to Elgato. So this be white. And green, and we will enlarge the white just to again give it that kind of embossed look. This one will do something different. On here, let me find this one. We'll do something like that. Don't think I have. Nope. I'll have to content search this one. Hey, yeah, gee. just like so. I don't want to do anything on the windows. Body. Body 2. I think really the only decal we're gonna put here. I'll move it up here. Kind of like that. There goes our numbers up there on the livery banner, so we don't need to put it on the bonnet, I don't think. Now we could do some kind of trim here around the hood, the little hood scoop here. I really think we're going to do that. Just need to be very careful how we're going to go about it. So I think what we're going to want is pattern. We're going to use this to allow us to get the right shape. Okay. Oh, we're way too tall now. Okay. No. Nix that. Flexion, AMG, just take up the whole rear thing. Yeah, I don't have the Mercedes decal logo anywhere, do I? Nope. God damn it. I don't think I want that one. we will again, we want to limit the depth and angles. We don't want it to bleed through. Other side. Nope. We need to flip her around. Come underneath. Let's make sure it's not bleeding through. It's not good. Alright, time to go back to the body. We're gonna look at the rear. Okay, we're gonna throw a number on here. I want to put that right here, I think. Get the right color. I want to see if we can. Oh. Yeah, this may be a case of we don't get too close. You maybe won't notice, but we'll. Again, because that is a. Okay, we need to go just a smidge. That looks more or less spot on. So we're going to run with that one. I think the one I want to be no. Not here. Interesting. Okay. Because you're here. That's why. Okay. There, but we want it to be white. Shade down a little bit more. Perfect. And then last, but certainly not least, I like it. I like that. I like that. All right. Okay. Anything else? Is this thing missing anything? I don't think it is. I like it. All right. I'm going to save this. AMG 20 rad, we'll call it. We're gonna apply and we gonna run a lap or two with this one now. Oh yeah, it's looking good over there. I have not seen any flickering and flashing, nothing over there. So I think we are good to go to get back into our regularly scheduled programming. Let's see. Mom works off in the morning, so it won't happen tomorrow because Mom is going to call me as soon as I get done with work. Never fails. Alright, so this one we're going to want softs. We're going to do time trial here. And we're going to run a few laps around Mount Panorama. It's my second favorite track, by the way. Alright, so yeah, we're going to want 2-minute time frame here. I don't know if we can do it with this car, but we're going to give it a shot. Yeah, I think we're going to move the camera though. For the streams that use the camera, I don't think that's the camera where the camera's at right now is going to be its final position. I think we're going to move it elsewhere. I mean, there's a benefit to it being where it's at, that is consistency, but I just don't like the angle. I don't know. If you like where it's at, let me know and I'll get used to it. Like I said, not every stream is going to have the camera. Very few are actually. Like some of the Cat Show streams will probably start using the camera again. Super Retro Thursday, for the rest of the Wild Arms portion of it, we're not going to have the camera. Kingdom Hearts probably won't have the camera. Track Day Tuesday might, because that's where the camera will be. On the screen, that's exactly where we're going to have it, where we've always put it in the bottom right corner. Just I don't know if I like the angle that's pointing at me. I've tried it before, I didn't like it, that's why I changed it then. So I'm probably going to move it again. Yeah, that's off our pace. That's off pace. I know with the right car, at least I am capable of like a at least 204 should get down to. Because I don't know if I could do it with this car. I know I could do it with the Z4, so that tells you. I can hit 204s or better with like the Z4, the Jag. Most of the cars are the 205. Didn't get as good of a run out of the Ford Sabo this time. I went just a little wide and the grass slows down. See if we can improve that lap time. Not like that, we're not. But yeah, 205, that's about what I average. About what I average. Because some cars I know I can get 204s, 203s maybe. This one I don't think doing much better on 205 is going to be possible. This car is like one of the heaviest Group 3s in the game, so it's fighting against us here. Alright, I think we'll do 2 more laps. Just to see if we can get to the 204s. Jeez! We could just not do stuff like that, we'll be alright. That's why we're doing 2 more laps. That's actually going to compromise this coming lap because of dirty shoes. Alright, let's see if we can get into 204. You have 2 attempts, 2 more attempts. too wide. So that's going to kill this attempt. I mean, we don't need much to get into 204s, but I think we slowed down too early there. Okay, last try. Let's tack it this round. Then we got one more livery to do for tonight. Screw that up. And then we got down the S's. Perfect, basically. See if we can get any more time up. .203! Heck yeah! I think we figured this car out around that track. Still obviously not in our top half of our friends list, but still. Right behind bar. Using the car that apparently a lot of people really like. That I don't really care for. I don't care for the new Porsche. I don't like it. All right. Let's move on to that next livery. One to go. Well, while my ADHD brain is on this topic, do I have lifetimes in? I do have lifetimes in. They're both silver. We are good. I think this one I'm just a little. I am just a wee little bit off hitting gold. So I might come back to this one later. This one I am well off on gold. I don't know, about the same amount. I'll need to find 3/10 somewhere. But I hate the car, so we're probably not going to redo this one. I just hate that car. Alright, so let's move to the third and final livery we have planned for tonight. And also we need to go back and save our screenshots so I can post the screenshots of the liveries later. No, manufacturer, Lambo. I'm not redoing that one. Oh, I forgot I actually did do it. I have done a Team Round Live themed one. I don't know if I really like that one. We're going to... I think we'll revisit this one. Yeah. Alright. No, again, ADHD brain here. We're gonna, see what we get from the roulette ticket. Alright, so we got, I think it's 500k. Oh, 100k. Just looking where we had, so I can't complain, even though we didn't quite get back enough to recoup the engine rebuild of the Merc that we just did, the AMG we just did. Alright, so livery editor, we're going to create a new design. We're gonna change the rims again. I need to do this beforehand every time. There we go. From new. Let's see how we're going to do this one. So the Lambo. As always, we're going to go with the black base because that's just how we want to roll here. If that's all that, okay, since that is all that's going to change, we're going to do that. Alright, decals. The Lambo. The Lambo is a great car to do this style of livery with, so we're going to do it. What we're going to do, just kind of, I've done a similar livery what I'm about to do before. This now. We want max angle, max depth. The color of this is going to be green. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to make it purple. And then we're going to do a replace. We did this one. So I'm going to actually want the thinner line. Now we're going to duplicate this again. I'm going to do a restore original color. Then I think I have the decal already that I want. I just don't remember if I'm going to have it here. Or in Just like that. Just like that. Okay, not yet. 22. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Just go ahead and get this one out of the way. Get this. Extend it all the way. Green. Duplicate. This one. Where there it is. There. We're gonna have it lined up just the way we like. Just like so. Just like so. Just like so. So far, I like it. Yeah, buddy. All right, all right, all right. Let's see how. Now I got to start incorporating the team elements again. This one we're just gonna stick to our basic pre-made decal. I'll stick it kind of low on here like that, just like that. Alright, I want my number. Kind of just throw it on the back there like so. Just like that. I do like that actually. Alright, we gotta stick this thing on him. We're gonna stick it up here on the door. I think that'll do right there, just like that. Let's make sure we are looking almost dead down at this thing right here. So I think we're gonna use, I think I have it. Should have one. Swore up and down I had a Lambo decal. Might be a collection that I have it. Just like so. Just like so. Alright, 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 alright. Just like so, just like that. I think that'll work, just like that. I'm looking. I'm not saying what I'm looking for though. To be fair, I don't exactly know what I'm looking for. I think we'll just do these two. Just like that. I feel like something should go here. I just don't know what I would put there. I might just move the team. Yeah, I think I know what to do. We're just gonna move you to the center. Oh, there's that gap. What? Do we need to put anything there is the question. That is the question indeed. Digital. Nothing there. I don't think we have anything here that would work for there. Nope. Health. I don't know what'll fit there. Perfect. Alright. Oh, I know what decal we're missing. Let's come over here to the front. Right over this right here. You got it. Gotta add Luna and Artemis, man. Can't believe y'all let me. Almost forget about them. Actually, I think I might actually have this one I'm looking for. Okay, time to go to the rear. Not a whole lot of room back here to play with, so we're not going to do a whole lot. Just do that. No, what I want is actually in the decals. Throw that up here. Shrink her down. Trying to think, what else can we? I think we're gonna do. About that angle right there. We almost even had it positioned exactly where we wanted it. Okay. Over this side. About like so. Just gonna shrink her down, move it over a little. There we go. Yep, what's your banner? This one, no, it's gonna be in collection again. Just might be on the other page. Oh, this one might actually be in real logos. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna do our enlarged font size. We're gonna give it this shade of color there. We'll just leave it like that. All that's left really now is our rear wing here. Rear logos. Again, I'm pretty sure I have it. The same color here. To the left. The next one's gonna be in collection. Minimize the angle, depth, other side. Okay, we're gonna flip her around. This is going to be the surface. It's not bleeding through. It is good. All right, all right, all right. I think we can call this one good. This is going to be Lamborghini. Oh. Brad. All right, and as has been the trend, we are going to once again go run some laps. Oh. That's not useful. My phone died. And my phone is how I manipulate the stream. Uh-oh, I am in trouble. That's what I get for not having my phone on charge. You know what? We got time. Set this right here for the time being. Want to do it like so? All right. Let's see, can we improve our lap time from the AMG? We're about to find out. The 2038 is going to be a tough ask, but I think we can do it. We're in a lighter car. Granted, this is a car that does not necessarily like this track very well, so we'll see. See if we can do better than 2038. Not like that, we're not. I have a feeling that, like with the AMG, it's going to take us a couple of laps to really dial it in. It wanted to go wide. We did not take that good at all. Yeah, we really gotta be careful there. There's a reason that mid-engines don't do well here. That spoon is a big part of the head. And it just snapped. So yeah, this is not gonna be a good track for this car. This is not a good track for mid-engines in general, actually. But we're still going to give it a good crack. Like I said, 5 laps, and just to see if we do any better with it. That was a horrible first lap, but we did have a little spin. Alright, so far we're doing good. Compared to our first lap, we're already got a better exit on turn 1. Better exit out of that, go out of turn 2. Little nudge of the wall there. That'll help our case, but it's not really going to hurt either. Fuck. Yeah, this section is just I'm gonna want a little bit more maybe a little less spiciness. Spin wasn't quite as bad as the first lap, but we still spun, which isn't good. Alright, we're 0 for 2 for a good lap. change our brake balance. Something that usually works with this car. It's not really good for this track, but we're going to try it anyway. Coming out of there, unstable as can be. Hey man, I actually remember when 208 was like a good time for me. And now it's absolute shit. There we go. I think it's Mile Little McElroy Park, McKinney Park, Kinney Park. That we're surely struggling with right now with this car. Definitely don't need to be on that curb in this car. Rock Park. I guess it might be McKinney Park. Yeah. Fuck. Kill this lap. Didn't fully spin it, but Lambo is a spicy meatball for this. Bit of a spicy meatball for this track. And Spoon is a major problem for mid-engine cars. So next up will be our final crack. It doesn't look like we're gonna break our 2038 with the Lambo. And this track, I don't know, it was a tall ask. But we're gonna do it anyway. Try to do it anyway. Alright, our final attempt at this track for tonight with the Lambo. And after this, we'll take our screenshots of all of our liveries we made tonight, and we'll probably call it a night. Guess we've taken that all this session. The tap of the wall was not what we needed. Alright, 204,679. Our best in the Lambo. About a second off our time for the Merc, and we struggled a lot more with the Lambo than we did with the Merc. But not unsurprising given the track and car combination we were trying. Alright. Here's my controller. And I don't have this set up in a stable way. That's a me mistake. Alright. There we go, we are situated now. We'll start off with taking screenshots of the Lambo. See what other we have. Yeah, we have quite a few Lambos we can make. We're going to go into edit for this one. I go to preview. We'll just do the white so that way we can best see the contrast. Alright, those are those. We're going to do the same thing with the Merc we did. And then we're going to do the same thing with the Mazda. What other designs do we have for this thing? So I have that's three. We're not worried about those right now. We're going to edit our existing design so we can take a picture of it. Do a bunch of mini photo shoots here. Alright, one more. One more, and that will do it for us. Our touring car-esque livery. Gonna edit the design. we're not going to actually edit. We just want to go to preview because I should have did this as I was making each of them. Let's see if this screen works. I don't think this screen will work. Oh, it worked. How about that? It's been a while since I've heard that that transition. Alright, so oh, this was fun. I enjoyed this. We don't have to do more nights like this. This is just fun. Just kicking back, relaxing, creating our liveries. And yeah, you can get better detail now. I'll still slightly disorganize. My setup is still, but it's better than it was. It's not as claustrophobic, and it's sort of want a little more open, but I have a little less functionality as a straight off. It's because it's just a tiny room. This is a tiny room. What can I do? Besides move. That's something that might happen here in a few months. We'll see. But anyway, I appreciate the likes, the shares, and Rishu, I appreciate the subscribe, man. It's gonna help this channel grow. It's gonna help get this channel off the ground. We're gonna do things, man. We're gonna do things. We're gonna try to anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna call it a night tonight, though, man. This is fun. This is enjoyable. Not our normal Wednesday shtick, but we had to do a final test of the setup, and I dare say it worked out really well. It's working out really well. Because I can see. I ain't got to have the monitor right in my face like I had to before. That was another thing about the old setup. The monitor was like 3 inches from my face because it was kind of small. Now this is a bigger monitor. I can have it further away. It's a more overall ergonomic setup that I have going on now, and I can now actually have the camera in a consistent place. It's just I don't like the angle. We're gonna have to fix that somehow. But I think the only way I'm fixing that is either lower the table it's on, but then I can't see the TV because it's barely above my wheel, or I'll put some kind of stand that that would have to be on this side because of reach. But anyway, we'll sort that out. We might keep it where it's at as well. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is the camera in a good spot? Should I use the camera more often? Let me know what you think. But I am the Damn Cat signing off. Remember, you matter. You are important. The light that you bring to this world makes it that much better and that much brighter. If you need help, reach out. Whether it's to me, to someone you know and trusted all your life, that you know has your back and will give you the skin off their back if they need to, or barring if that's not an option, reach out to anyone who's willing to stop and take a moment out of their day to help you out, even if that's just to sit and listen to the event over a ice cold pint of beer. The important thing is to admit to yourself that you cannot do it alone, that you need a helping hand, and then reach out and ask for that helping hand. And once you get that helping hand, things will slowly start to get better. They won't necessarily get easier, but things will slowly get better. The sun will be just a little bit warmer each day. Clouds will be a little less dreary, a little less gray. And all in all, each day is just that much better than the last. But I understand that is hard because we are trained as men to do everything on our own. It is ingrained, it is indoctrinated into us that we are strongest when we are alone. But let me tell you, that is a myth. That is far from reality. The reality is that together, as many we are strong. Alone as individuals, we are weak. Together as one, when many join together as one, we will always be stronger than the one who tries to do it on their own. But I'm the Damn Cat signing off. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And, because I expect Mama's going to call tomorrow, and you know when Mama calls, you gotta answer. I probably won't stream tomorrow or Friday because she'll call then. So our next stream is probably going to be on Monday. But I can rest easy knowing that the setup works for the most part. Some little tweaks maybe, but it's going to work. We're going to make it work. But have a good rest of your evening. Catch you next time. Until then.